good evening and welcome to Olmsted Falls High School. Ron Polinsky alongside Jared Kozar as we're getting set for girls basketball between Avon Lake and Olmsted Falls. Quite a battle we've got for you today as Avon Lake comes in with a record of 13-5 overall. They're 10-1 in the SWC. Olmsted Falls is 15-4 overall. They are 11-1 in the SWC, so they have a half-game lead. They're also tied in the loss column with Berea Mid-Park. It's a three-way tie at first as far as one loss, and Olmsted Falls has a half-game lead. Huge week for Olmsted Falls because they're going to entertain Avon Lake, obviously, tonight, and then Friday they will entertain Berea Mid-Park. For Avon Lake, after tonight, they will take on North Ridgeville at home on Saturday, and then they're at Berea Mid-Park next Thursday on February 12th. And Olmsted Falls, when they play Berea Mid-Park this Friday, that will conclude the regular season as far as league play. And they'll end their year by playing Springboro on Valentine's Day. For Avon Lake, they're going to end their regular season on the 17th when they entertain Hoban. The Avon Lake Shoregals are coming off a loss against the Bellevue Lady Red as they played at Margaretta in a showcase. That game was on Sunday. It was 60-44. Bellevue, defending state champions, defeating Avon Lake. And for Olmsted Falls, they last played Saturday at Amherst, and they got a win over the Purcell Marion. They also lost a couple of games down in Miami as they played in Miami, Florida. Both these teams playing out of state. Let me correct myself. Avon Lake played in Orlando, Florida, and it was Olmsted Falls playing in Miami. So it's time for the interviews, and had a chance to talk with both head coaches before the game. And here's my conversation with Avon Lake Shoregals head coach Paul Apple. Avon Lake traveling to Olmsted Falls for our girls' game of the week. It's a huge one in the SWC. Both teams with one league loss, along with Berea Mid-Park for a three-way logjam at the top of the SWC. The Shoregals trying to avenge their only league loss earlier this year. They lost to Falls 54-42, and Shoregals coming off a showcase game where they were at Margaretta on Sunday, and also the defending state champion Bellevue Lady Red scored 60-44. Coach, before I talked about tonight, takes back to Sunday. They had to be a special event being part of that Margaretta. I understand what you got after a good lead. How do things go?
Didn't execute some things early, and they were able to get out to a lead. But I thought we, were able to fight back and make it competitive for long stretches. Just could never get over the hump to really, push up and get back into the lead of it. But a fun game, and that's why we play good teams like that to get better for big league games like tonight.
Coach, I know you don't have any say-so on how the league decides the games, but kind of ironic that you've got huge games, with Olmsted Falls and Berea Mid-Park. You still go to, have Akron Hoban, you play Bellevue. Is some of that by design? You want to play better teams late in the season to kind of get your tournament ready?
Yeah, a little bit was by the weather gods here who delayed us back with Berea Mid-Park and Bellevue and Akron Hoban. But other than that, we're going to take good teams all season, and we think it's a tough stretch. We've got 4 or 5 really good teams that we're going to play here, and we have to do that to play well and go into the tournament. So that's the fourth time of year and we're playing well.
Coach, take us back to the first time you played Olmsted Falls at your place. They were able to beat you. When you reflect back to about a month ago, how was that game?
Yeah, we were really strong start. I think we had the lead most of the first quarter, and about midway through the second quarter, they went on a run and stretched it out. And again, it kind of hung out at that 10-point range or so. So we just got to clean up some of our details, offensively and defensively, watch it back. And, it's a mistake here or there that we cleaned some of that stuff up. It would be a tight game as we go down the stretch.
Having played Bellevue on Sunday, are there any similarities between these teams?
Yeah, two teams they're very together and do all the little things correctly. So both those teams will not. You have to go beat them. Olmsted Falls won, I think, 7 or 6 times in a row. You have to
what has gone well for your team this year to have another great win. Probably more importantly, 10-1 in the league.
Yeah, we try to test ourselves outside the league and take pride in league games and trying to get victories. And Olivia Miller has been a big contributor for us this year. Our leading scorer has done a little everything. We ask her to handle the ball. We ask her to guard the other team's best players. She's just had a really good senior year, and playing inside through Molly Milligan in a lot of ways. And Evelyn Ritt has been our point guard and our leader all year long. She handles the ball. She leads us in assists. She's just doing a little everything. And then we're playing 8 or 9 kids, and all of them are giving different contributions from one game to the next. So it's a lot of credit to those kids of staying ready, and you never know who's going to step up on a big stage.
And how much does that help when you're playing 8 or 9? You don't have to have maybe 1 or 2 girls, and it can be different girls on different nights. Does that take a little bit of pressure off a team?
Yeah, I think it lets the girls, we play it and see who's playing well, and that's who ends up playing a little more in the second half. And I think that, the girls are able to feed off of it and feel like they're playing well and then step into more minutes. So I think in some ways it's tough, but in a lot of ways it's good. It makes you a little difficult to scout and things like that.
What makes Falls so good, and give us a couple keys tonight if the Shoregals are going to get a win on the road?
Yeah, I mean, again, Jessie Simon is playing at a really high level right now, so we've got to make her life tough. If she's able to feel comfortable out there, it's going to be really tough to beat them. And then they're so connected defensively, and they're so hard to guard in the half court, but then you got to go score on them, and that's what makes them really good, is the way that they rotate and everything defensively. So if we make good decisions with the ball, there will be openings. I'm going to step in and knock down shots with confidence, but it's a game that we look to be competitive for 4 quarters.
Coach, there's been a lot of health, a lot of sickness, a lot of flu, all that kind of thing. We're in early February. I'm sure you got bumps and bruises. How is the health of your team heading into tonight?
Yeah, we lost Alyssa Jones over the summer, so she's been out all year. But Christiana Marsvis, who was an edge of the rotation player for us, is going to be out tonight with a broken foot. But other than that, we are pretty healthy, and we're looking forward to going out and competing because it's a very good team.
Coach, finally, if you would, for our listeners and our viewers, tonight's Avon Lake starting 5.
All right, the starting 5 will be Riley Corey, Frankie Persia, Olivia Miller, Evelyn Ritt, and Molly Milligan.
Paul, we always appreciate your time. Thanks so much. Best of luck tonight and as you wind down the regular season.
Thank you for having me.
That's Paul Apple, the head coach of the Avon Lake Shoregals.
At Nick Abraham Buick GMC, we offer the greatest customer experience around, plus upfront, no haggle pricing and great deals. Right now, lease the 2025 GMC Sierra for just $339 a month. Stop in or shop us at m.com.
Lorraine Medina Rural Electric offers a quick and easy way to pay bills online, monitor your daily electric use, and receive updates from your cooperative through SmartHub. Members can sign up for this service at www.lmre.org or contact the LMRE office at 440-647-2133 for more information.
Lorain County Community College is where you'll lock in your future success. LCCC will get you prepared, get you credentialed, and get you working. Lorain County Community College. Your goals, your career, your future. Enroll today.
Jordan Eaton, 12th-year head coach of the Olmsted Falls Bulldogs. Huge week of girls basketball for them. Starts tonight, 15-4 overall, 11-1 in the SWC. They have a half-game lead over their next 2 opponents, Avon Lake and Berea Mid-Park. They'll play them both this week here at Olmsted Falls. Starting off with Avon Lake. Coach, before we talk to tonight, just a brief look back to Saturday. You stayed with 1 conference loss with a win at Amherst. When you have a big week like you have this week, was there any concern on Saturday that the girls might be looking past that?
No,
Okay.
actually, not because that's typical. That there could be some concern, but I think our group is really focused. I felt that way ever since the loss at Berea. We've kind of really decided that we're going to lock in on details and practice as hard as we can and give 100%. And that's happening in a lot of the games, whether it's Amherst or Winton Woods. We're really working our butt off. So I didn't have too much concern about that on Saturday.
Not that you ever want to lose, but it almost sounds like maybe something good came out of that loss to Berea Mid-Park. Did your girls maybe refocus a little bit, rededicate themselves?
Sure. I mean, certainly that can happen. I think like a lot of good can come out of anything for the most part. And you just got to have the right perspective. And I think our girls have found some perspective to say, like, hey, what we did in that game wasn't good enough. How can we improve? And I think it's a collective effort that they're doing that each day.
So about a month ago, you went over to Avon Lake. You gave the Shoregals their only loss of the season. What went right for you on that night? And, or can some of those things carry over to tonight when you're game playing for them?
Well, we played very hard defensively, and I think we played really smart. We committed a very low number of fouls, and we were able to play together and move the basketball in a way that I think is difficult to defend. So those things do tend to travel. Now, you got to put the ball in the basket, and you got to give effort, and you got to execute. So that's got to happen tonight, but I do believe that we're in a good place. So
when I look at your team stats, I haven't seen either you or Paul's team this year, but when I look at you, it looks like you got a pretty good 1-2 punch with Jesse Simon and Emma Schaefer. Can you tell us about them and just kind of overall the strengths of your team?
Well, those kids are really good because they all want to play together, and they're very unselfish. And Jesse and Emma are very good, and they've really worked hard on all of their skills. Some of them, coming into the season, I think you could identify a weakness in each of them, and they've really worked hard on it. Emma's become a much better outside shooter, and Jesse's become much better at attacking the basket. And the success they have in games is just a product of, I think, you can't really double them because a lot of our other kids can contribute.
Does the overall success of your program also help you year to year from the standpoint the girls maybe push themselves a little bit harder because they don't want to be that group that maybe it goes down a little bit? Does that make any sense?
If I were a player, I would think that way.
Okay.
So I don't know if they do. We don't really talk too much about that.
Okay.
But that would be something I would have in the back of my mind if I were a player on a team.
What is Avon Lake doing to, that they've got you concerned? What are some of the things that Paul's team does well?
Well, they defend really well. They make it very difficult to score early in offense, and they also don't give you a lot on the perimeter, so you got to really be tough and go into the paint and play solid basketball there and be able to convert. They also do a great job of executing offense. They are very well coached. I've always been a really big fan of the stuff that Coach Apple runs and the coaching staff implements there. So they execute well on offense, and they're really tough on defense. So that's why we're here all tied for the league lead at the moment.
And it kind of leads into my next question. I mean, I know you have nothing to do with the schedule, but how cool is it that here we are early February and basically it comes down to the three teams still facing each other here late in the season?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It just kind of shook out that way.
Right.
So just real coincidence. So not that, like you said, we don't have much control over a conference schedule, but it is pretty cool and could be a pretty fun ending here.
Jordan, how's the health of your team as you head into this big week?
We're doing great. Everybody's really clicking on all cylinders for the most part in practice, so I think we're in a good spot.
And Paul, if you would, finally, for our listeners and our viewers, Olmsted Falls starting 5.
3, Avery Delicio. 5, Reese Tamura. 22, Jesse Simon. 25, Emma Schaefer. 32, Grace Largent.
Coach, as always, we appreciate the time. Best of luck not only tonight, but also Friday throughout the rest of the regular season and as you get ready for the tournament as well.
Thanks a lot, Rob. Appreciate it.
That's Jordan Eaton, a veteran head coach of Olmsted Falls.
At Nick Abraham Elyria Ford, we make it that easy. This month, get 0% on all 2025 Ford F-150s, including Lightning, regular cabs, super cabs, and Super Duties, plus all Explorers and Escapes. Stop in or shop us at buyabraham.com.
Hi, Tim Elkhorn, radio voice of the Cavs. For several years, you've heard me talk about EcoTree services on WEOL. Recently, I needed trees removed, so of course, I contacted EcoTree. They did an incredible job. The folks at EcoTree were timely, efficient, and the work was flawless. Take it from me, when your trees need attention or even require removal, contact EcoTree Services. Like me, you'll love their work. Find EcoTree Services online at ecotreeservices.com.
Are you undecided about your future and overwhelmed by the options? Well, don't worry, you're not alone. Lorain County Community College has helped thousands of students just like you find their future career. From short-term training programs to transfer options all the way to bachelor degrees, our programs are designed to set you up for future success. Lorain County Community College. Your goals, your career, your future. Enroll today.
At Nick Abraham Buick GMC, we offer the greatest customer experience around, plus upfront, no haggle pricing and great deals. Right now, lease the 2025 GMC Sierra for just $339 a month. Stop in or shop us at buyabraham.com.
Assisted by Joshua Dar, Allison Miller, and Mike Rush.
And welcome back to Olmsted Falls, as Ron Polinsky joined now by Jared Kozar, as we also have Nick Hershey tonight with us, and he's doing the camera work, so appreciate everybody's work. Hope you enjoyed the interviews, and always good to hear from Paul Apple and Jordan Eaton and Jared. Olmsted Falls, what they've done. You look at those banners. 2025 Final Four, 2024 state champs, 2023 state runner-up. You need to look no further than that banner to see the success that these girls have had the last several years.
Well, certainly, and yeah, their consistency is really, I think, what everybody else is trying to catch up to in the conference. Interestingly enough, you know, Avon Lake and Olmsted Falls battle all year long in terms of SWC power last year, and Avon Lake actually gets to get further in the postseason. So I think Avon Lake has had a taste, but they'd like to find out for themselves what it's like to hoist one of those SWC crowns in the near future.
No doubt about that. And, you know, these two teams played about a month ago at Avon Lake, and it was Falls winning 56-44. Olmsted Falls lost to Berea Mid-Park. Avon Lake beat Berea Mid-Park in round one. And this week we'll start round two for those three teams against each other. Ironically, Avon Lake and Berea Mid-Park were supposed to play a week or two ago, but with all the bad weather we've had, that got postponed till February 12th. But it's just interesting that it shakes out the top three teams still get to play each other. And for Falls, they're in the best scenario, in my opinion. You're playing tonight and Friday against both your rivals, and they're both right here.
They kind of know what they have to do in terms of business to be attended to. Programming reminder, we will have that game as we were scheduled to have. It got called due to the inclement weather that ravaged this area over the past couple of weeks. But it will be Ron Yance and myself making that trip over to Berea Mid-Park for that rematch. It'll be on next Thursday the 12th.
Yes.
Avon Lake makes the trip over to Berea Mid-Park, so you want a rare Thursday outing for us. Our officials this evening are the Schulers, John Schuler, Mike Schuler, father-son duo, along with James Timko.
Thank you very much, Jared, for picking that up. And let's reset the starting fives for you. For Olmsted Falls, 5'6" senior Avery DeLisio at 5.7 a game. Reese Tamura, a 5'6" junior at 1.7. Jesse Simon, a 5'11" senior at 15.2. Emma Schaefer, a 6' junior at 11.2 a game. And Grace Largent, 5'11" junior, 7.2. For Avon Lake, Riley Corey, 5'10" sophomore, 6.9. Ball in the air, controlled by Falls. Frankie Persia, 5'8" sophomore, 4.5. Olivia Miller, 15.2. Evelyn Ritz, 3.7. And Molly Milligan at 12.8. Man-to-man defense for the Shoregals as we open up. They're in the maroon uniforms with the maroon shorts, trimmed in gold. Olmsted Falls in the home whites, and they're trimmed in gold. Missed shot by Simon, and the rebound comes down to Riley Corey. She averages 4.5 rebounds per contest. Man-to-man defense for both teams. Milligan on the high post, cross court in front of the Olmsted Falls student body. They got a nice group of young men standing and cheering for their school. Riley Corey has the basketball. Corey had her pass knocked away by Simon. Simon saved it from going out of bounds. Left-hand layup, no good. And ripping out the rebound is Olivia Miller for Avon Lake. But it gets knocked out of bounds by Olmsted Falls. It'll be Shoregals basketball. Jared, with Avon Lake losing the first time by 12. They've lost over here the last couple years we've been here. I think for the Shoregals, a big start would be important for them.
Certainly, and you don't want to turn the ball over as they just did, but a couple of rebounds, giving them a chance to take the early lead.
They're going to kick it outside, and now a pass in the corner, and looks like it's not a turnover. They go to Molly Milligan. She'll left-hand hook it up and miss it, and the rebound is hauled in by Emma Schaefer for Olmsted Falls. She brings it into the forecourt herself. Baseline, puts it up, glass rim, no. Rebound, Riley Corey. lid on the basket for both teams early on. And you can feel the intensity in this one, Jared, right from the get-go.
Yep, and everybody's filling each other out. Falls 0 of 3 from the floor thus far, and that seems pretty uncharacteristic. I think Avon Lake looks at the Milligan mismatch. That's not a mismatch tonight.
And back trying to save it was Miller. She got it to Milligan. Over to Evelyn Ritt. And the drive to the basket, laying it up and in. Evelyn Ritt, 5'7" senior, opens up the scoring. Shoregals lead 2-0. Jesse Simon with the basketball in the backcourt, going up against some token pressure. They beat it. They get it to Delisio. Avery will get it on the right side to Schaefer. She'll launch it from 3 and hit it. Emma Schaefer with a long 3 ball. And it's 3-2 Falls. And with the basketball coming into the forecourt is Evelyn Ritt. Ritt with a bounce pass for Milligan through her hands and out of bounds. But that's something the Shoregals have to be aware of. I don't think they want to get in a race up and down and then force those, get those turnovers and give the ball right back to Falls.
A couple early turnovers are, plaguing what would normally be pretty methodical type Avon Lake sets. They don't want to make this a high-scoring game. Paul Apple and company would much prefer. They want to keep this in the 30s and 40s. That's just tough to do against Olmsted Falls.
Emma Schaefer to Delisio around the perimeter. Now they're going to go inside for Jesse Simon. Double team, put it up, no good. And Olivia Miller had the rebound, but she lost it out of bounds. Falls will get it back. Bulldogs to inbound. Schaefer looking. Her team up 3-2, 2.5 minutes in. She'll get it over to Simon. Now right back to Schaefer. Schaefer with it. Top the key. Gets a screen from Grace Largent. Now goes to Simon. Over to Delisio. Back to Jesse Simon. Baseline. Puts it up. No, but she was fouled. First foul of tonight's game goes against the Shoregals. And it will be Evelyn Ritt, her first, team's first. I want to thank our sponsors, bringing you high school girls basketball. Nick Abraham, Buick GMC, Nick Abraham, Elyria Ford, Eco Tree Services, Lorain County Community College, and the good folks down at Lorain Medina Rural Electric, LMRE. Simon makes the free throw, her first point. Jared, she averages 15.2 a game and 4.5 rebounds, 5'11" senior. Made them both. At the line, she's 74% on the year. She looked like it right there.
Certainly did. A lot of those numbers are going to be what you would expect out of an Olmsted Falls team that's had that kind of experience and success.
Miller for 3 in the tie. It's an air ball off the glass. Rebound, Jesse Simon. 3 minutes in. Falls leads 5-2. Both teams, 1 loss in the league. Olmsted Falls has 1 more win. They have a half-game lead. Delisio with the basketball. Avery, right-hand dribble. Now she'll lose it, but it gets right back to Emma Schaefer. Schaefer gets a screen from Largent. Schaefer inside the foul line. Now looking for a teammate, finds Simon. Simon outside to Schaefer. Schaefer back to Simon. Simon on the drive. Good defense, and now we're going to get a holding foul on Molly Milligan. Oh, no, it's not on Molly Milligan. It's going to go on Olivia Miller, her first, team second.
That was a situation of 1 and 1A in terms of who the worst person you could call the foul on there for Avon Lake. Neither one of those girls needs to get into foul trouble. And again, just the first foul, but.
Inbound to Delisio. Get you the subs in a minute. Avery falls down and she travels. Subs, Rachel Besaw, Aaron Dean come into the game off the bench.
Aaron Dean gives you another look, more height out there. And, when you're thinking about what Falls throws out at you and different looks, height's the way that you got to combat that, I think, in terms of just putting a bigger lineup out there. Dean gives them an opportunity to do that.
Olivia Miller with the basketball on the baseline. Back outside to Evelyn Ritt. Ritt cut off by Largent. Nice job by her. Bounce pass on the baseline. Solid defense here. And with it is Aaron Dean. Dean throws it away. It will be Olmsted Falls basketball. And let's see. Now they're saying it's going to be tipped by a Bulldog, and it'll be Avon Lake basketball. Jordan Eaton, 12th year. Paul Apple, 4th year. These two coaches matching wits here tonight, playing their chess game. And they're going to throw it up top for Olivia Miller. Miller, top of the circle, gets it on the left side to Rachel Besaw. Besaw had it stolen away by Emma Schaefer. Schaefer coming the other way. Schaefer outside the three-point line, waits for her teammates. Got it to Simon. Simon goes cross court with it is Bree Droke. She came in at the last stoppage. So Droke is the first sub in for the Bulldogs. 3:35 to go first quarter, low score, 5-2. Droke for a three, around rim and out, rebound. It's going to be hauled in by Evelyn Ritt of Avon Lake. We get a whistle and a timeout, a 30-second timeout here, Jared, for the Avon Lake Shoregals.
You get the feeling this is a pretty important possession halfway through, a little bit more than halfway through this first period of play in a low-scoring first quarter. Paul Apple wants to, get a little bit more realigned. You're looking at just really good movement from both teams, good defense. Nobody wants to create that turnover or, an unforced error. Nobody's really going to give an inch right now so far, but I think that this is a very important possession for the Shoregals.
In the JV game, boy, it was all Olmsted Falls, and they defeated Avon Lake 46-14. That was 27-10 at halftime, and Avon Lake struggled offensively in the second half, only scoring 4 points. So the JVs from Falls with a big win.
Should let everybody know that's tuned in on the YouTube channel and also on the app at WEOL.com and the mobile app. We're kind of immersed in the sea of Avon Lake fans, so if you get any ambient noise, it will probably be the Shoregal faithful.
Yes, we're sitting on their side. Across the way are the Olmsted Falls fans. Ritt will kick it outside. Besaw with it into the lane. Bounce pass. Olivia Miller got it and a foul. Olivia Miller with the basket and the free throw coming up. So I would call that a pretty good timeout for Paul Apple to get that play design, Jared.
And as far as what you look at, in terms of numbers for the Shoregals, Miller, I think, would be statistically their best free throw shooter. As far as if you're going to send somebody to the line, you don't want it to be her. Milligan's also pretty efficient in that category as well. But other than that, I think the Shoregals are, it's a little bit more sketchy than that when they make a trip to the line.
Kaylee Schaefer and Grace Largent come in for Olmsted Falls. Miller at the line, 71%. She makes it. She's got 3. We're tied at 5. By the way, that foul on Jessie Simon, her first, team's first. The basketball is Largent out to Simon for an open 3, off the rim, no. Long rebound, Emma Schaefer. Schaefer is getting around the defender who is Aaron Dean. Now they go back up top to Largent, swings it over on the left wing. And with it, Schaefer on the drive, put it up, no, but she's fouled, she'll shoot 2. Emma Dean will get called for the foul, her first, team's third. Jared told you earlier, but again to remind you, the officials John and Mike Schuler and James Timko.
Shooting 2 for the Bulldogs, Emma Schaefer.
Emma Schaefer at the line. Emma 75% on the year, makes that one. She has 4. Falls with a 6-5 lead, 2:51 to go first quarter. I wouldn't be surprised if this pretty much is a low-scoring defensive type of game, Jared. They just know each other so well.
We'll see what goes on. Obviously, Avon Lake would like to see it be low scoring. I just think that's the way they play. It's the way that their game plan is structured. It's our first look at Falls this year.
With the basketball, Mariella DeTulio. So Mariella DeTulio into the game for the first time. They get the basketball, and inside the shot goes up off the glass and rim. No good. Missing net was Evelyn Ritt, and Emma Schaefer clears for Olmsted Falls. Bulldogs into the forecourt. Schaefer gets it in the corner, and she'll get it back. A nice play there. Puts up a 3. It's just a little short. And an offensive rebound for Falls. They go to Grace Largent. Largent in the paint, spinning around Dean. Nice job by Largent. She gets her first point. And the offensive rebound helps Olmsted Falls right there. Sometimes you shoot 3s, Jared, you get those long rebounds.
Yep, long 3s will lead to that, and that could be trouble.
Ritt with the basketball, fake the 3, kicks it back out. And with it is going to be Rachel Besaw. Besaw back to Ritt. Ritt drive it around, put it up. Tough angle, missed it. Offensive rebound, Dean. Kicks it back out. Miller for 3, got it. Olivia Miller with 6. And it's 9-8, Olmsted Falls. 1:35 to go first quarter. Fast-moving first quarter. Haven't had a lot of whistles. Avon Lake wants to bring in subs at the next whistle. On the drive, Simon back outside to Largent. Largent guarded by Dean. Largent got around her, put it in. Grace Largent with a nice move to the basket. She's got 4.
Couple of good attack moves these past couple of possessions for Falls.
They try to get a steal, almost do so, but Avon Lake has it. And bringing it across the timeline is Evelyn Ritt. Ritt with her team down by 3 to Olivia Miller. 1 minute to play in the first quarter. Miller will kick it back outside. And there was, boy, that looked like a travel to me. Ritt has the basketball. Ritt will get it inside to Dean. She lays it up. Boy, a great bounce pass and a good find of Erin Dean. Her first points off the bench. And it's 11-10. Falls by 1. Those are the first points by a player off the bench tonight for either team. Largent with the basketball brings Grace Dean out to defend her. Man-to-man defense for Falls. Olivia Miller's got Jesse Simon, who's got the basketball right now at the edge of that Bulldog logo. Simon kicks it back outside with the basketball. The Bulldogs on the left wing. Kaylee Schaefer dribbling around. Kaylee with 13 seconds, in trouble in the corner, gets rid of it to Simon. Simon now with 9 seconds, her team up by 1. Simon, 5 seconds for the student body, telling her how much time. Pass is going to get knocked away, and Dean has it, and that'll do it for the first quarter. Really good first quarter in the books. Falls 11, Avon Lake 10. We're back after this. Girls basketball on the Chronicle Telegram YouTube page and WEOL.com.
At Nick Abraham Elyria Ford, we make it that easy. This month, get 0% on all 2025 Ford F-150s, including Lightning, regular cabs, super cabs, and super duties, plus all Explorers and Escapes. Stop in or shop us at buyabraham.com.
Lorain County Community College is where you'll lock in your future success. We've helped thousands of people just like you match skills and experience with a career. We can help you train for a career that is in demand right now. You can even work in your field while taking classes. LCCC will get you prepared, get you credentialed, and get you working. Lorain County Community College. Your goals, your career, your future. Enroll today.
We've played one quarter. Olmsted Falls 11, Avon Lake 10. Jared, one quarter sometimes doesn't tell the story, but we saw the intensity, and I'll tell you what, if the rest of the game's like that first quarter, we're in for a treat.
Real good first quarter, and you're exactly right. And this one playing out so far through one like we had hoped it would, like we thought it would. Got to give you a quick shout-out, Rob. This is
Hey, keep
your
her up.
sixth game this week so far, and we're only to Wednesday. Good job on the crowd control. Good job on navigating through the
no one else
game.
will do it, and I know I get called every name in the book, but we ain't getting knocked off the air by a toddler on my watch. If we do, then that's on me. Well, thank you. 11-10, and let's see how they're going to inbound it. It's going to be Avon Lake basketball. So Avon Lake up 11-10. The foul was on Delicio. That's her first team's first. So I think we're all right. I knew at some point that was going to become a factor. It wasn't if, it was when I could see what was going on during the JV game. Pass is intercepted, and it's going to be Emma Schaefer coming out of there with it. Schaefer with the interception. I think that's the difference in the game so far, is Falls is able to create turnovers from Avon Lake, Jared.
I thought you were going to say crowd control, and I'm like, I don't know what that has to do with it. But, yeah, you're correct. It's the fourth turnover for Avon Lake thus far.
Schaefer drives in, missed the layup. Milligan with the rebound. Milligan, Miller, also Ritt. They've got Riley Corey and Frankie Persia are the 5 out there for the Shoregals to begin the second quarter. And with it is Olivia Miller. Miller, 7:10 to go in the half. Grace Largent, Delicio, Emma Schaefer, Jesse Simon, and the fifth young lady is Bree Droke for Olmsted Falls to begin the second. Miller for 3. It's a 3-ball, and it's good. Olivia Miller. Her second triple. She's having a game so far, Jared. She has 9 of their 13 points.
And we've seen her take over a game before. We saw it back earlier in January against Avon, where Miller had just an excellent all-around effort.
The basketball, Bree Droke. Avon Lake 13, Olmsted Falls 11. Early stages of the second quarter. We're live from Olmsted Falls High School on a Wednesday. Rob Jared and Nick Hershey doing all the hard camera work. With the basketball, top of the circle. Largent goes right side to Schaefer for 3. Back rim, no. Offensive rebound, and no good by Simon. They battle for it inside. Simon comes out of there with it. She's double teamed, in trouble, and what's going to happen? Oh, they're going to call a foul on the Shoregals.
think there's going to be
foul on Riley Corey.
a little bit of point of contention from the Avon Lake fans about what went on with that possession, because it just seemed like that ball was up for grabs for a while.
Every fan yells 3 seconds on rebounds. They fail to understand once a shot goes up, there are no 3 seconds.
Sometimes the ball don't lie.
That's true. It goes out of bounds. It'll be Avon Lake basketball on the turnover. And inbounding for the Shoregals, it'll be Frankie Persia. She throws it into the backcourt. Evelyn Ritt, boy, Emma Schaefer there, stride for stride. Ritt looks back to her, and the pass comes to Corey, loose on the floor. They're battling for every pass. It's out of bounds to Avon Lake.
Yeah, and Evelyn Ritt was really a big story in their postseason run last year. Just made big plays when they needed it. Came off the bench, provided quality minutes. She's getting harassed here tonight against a stifling Falls defense. It's going to be tough for the guard to get going right now.
Ritt picks up the dribble, got it to Molly Milligan. Milligan goes cross court. Persia drives, lays it in. Frankie Persia with a big-time first step right there. Her first points of the game. 15-11 Avon Lake, the Shoregals with their biggest lead. With it inside, they're going to kick it back out, and it gets knocked out of bounds. It'll be Olmsted Falls basketball.
That one kind of parted like the Red Sea there for Avon Lake, and Persia was able to just, do what was smart, take what the defense gives you. So many times you don't see a player that has that type of conviction to say, this is a free path, I got to take it.
Simon got it to Emma Schaefer. Schaefer with the basketball with 5:35 to go in the first half. Droke goes inside to Grace Largent. Largent trying to work Milligan, put it up, no good. No foul called, and now it is Jordan Eaton who wants a call. One thing for certain, both coaches are going to get upset from time to time tonight. There's another steal. Droke with quick hands, and Olmsted Falls gets the steal. With the basketball, it is going to be Emma Schaefer drive it in. No, but she's going to be fouled by Riley Corey. Good aggressive move to the basket. That'll be Corey's second foul. She's the first young lady, Jared, for either team with 2 fouls.
Couple of quick ones, and then, they're going to go with Dean will come in, I think, to replace her at the next opportunity here. And I think that Paul Apple is going to be in a situation where he's going to play 8 really seamlessly tonight, and that's going to be the way it goes. Not sure what Jordan Eaton's going to do to counter that, but he really has a plethora of options on there on that Bulldog bench.
Carly Nagy comes into the game for Olmsted Falls. Also coming into the basketball game is Kaylee Schaefer. And the free throw is up and in. Jared, did you see who made the free throw for, is that Emma Schaefer?
Schaefer, correct.
Thank you.
Emma.
And at the other end, we got a blocking foul on the Bulldogs. 5:02 to go in the half, 15-13. Lily Krall gets called for the foul, her first, team second. Krall off the bench, 5'7" sophomore. And at the free throw line, Olivia Miller trying to add to her 9 points. 71% on the year from the line, first one right there. Olivia, the first player for either team in double digits with 10. 16-13.
And no secret what Avon Lake wanted to do on that position is Miller had the path, got the block, drew the foul, got to the line. That's going to be something I think they go to throughout this contest.
She's got 11, averages 15.2 per contest. And it's 17-13, 3 minutes into the second quarter. Avon Lake with a 4-point lead. Emma Schaefer, outstanding player for Olmsted Falls. Left side, Largent for 3. It's no good. And the ball is, we're going to get a tie-up, a jump ball. It'll go to Avon Lake. Alternating possession. This time it's Avon Lakes. And they're going to put pressure on.
Right.
Oh, they're going to, it's going to.
John Schuler says that the
supposed to be
box
Avon.
was wrong?
Yeah, it was Olmsted Falls ball. So Falls will inbound it, and they're going to get it back. And with it is Emma Schaefer. Wait till we have the shot clock. That can only help. Schaefer with the basketball. Schaefer inside, kicks it out to the right side. 3 ball goes up, and that's going to be good. And making that is going to be Lily Krall. She hits a 3 off the bench, and we get a timeout for Olmsted Falls. Jared, this is a 30, so keep it?
Yeah, we'll keep it here for a few minutes and kind of let you know about what we're doing the rest of the week here on WEOL.com. It is a big week. Friday, we're going to be over at North Ridgeville. It'll be the boys short men over at Avon Lake. They will be taking on the Rangers. So we'll have that ball game for you. Then the Nick Abraham Saturday Sports Wrap-Up Show on Saturday morning. It's you and I making the back-to-backer. And then I'll be joined girls basketball action super matinee matchup over at Midview. Ron Yance and I believe Zach Sprague or Gary Pelter. I'm not sure.
I think it's Sprague.
It's Sprague, yeah, it is. It's the Midview guys. I'm outnumbered in that one. And
I think you can handle yourself just fine.
Well, thanks. I appreciate that. I'm glad one of us does. But yeah, the newly acquired Zach Sprague, getting younger, getting talented, and we're happy about that. But we will welcome him to the fold. He's been on a few broadcasts with us. Does a tremendous job. But yeah, we'll have the Midview connection as Elyria and Midview lock up in girls hoops.
No offense to me or Jans or our other guys, but it would be hard for us to get older. You almost have to get younger when we're bringing somebody on.
I got to put myself in that category these days.
I was being kind to you.
Trust me, I saw the anniversary date in the timekeeping system the other day.
That's always a slap
it is
in
not
the face.
good.
Yes. Ritt will kick it over on the right side. Persia with it. Persia inside. Milligan laid it in. Molly Milligan, her first points of the night. And it's 19-16 Avon Lake as we approach the halfway point of the second quarter.
There's a premier weapon for the Shoregals. If they can get Milligan going along with the nice start that Miller's having, you can do some damage there as well.
Jessie Simon picks up her dribble, goes cross court, and she'll get the basketball over to Carly Nagy. Nagy inside to Emma Schaefer, got it, and a foul. Emma Schaefer has 9. She'll try to get 10 at the free throw line. And that foul will go on Evelyn Ritt. That's her second. Jordan Eaton. One great thing about sitting where we are, we get whatever the coach is saying. Jordan Eaton with a very simple 2 words say. He looked at his team and yelled, "Play defense."
And they will no doubt respond because
he meant it.
That's what they do. And you don't have a choice right now, that's for sure.
Schaefer with 10. We are tied at 19 with 3:45 to go in the first half. Ritt with the basketball. Ritt will get it to Olivia Miller, top of the key on the right wing. And they're going to drive in, kick it out to Ritt. Ritt, baseline left, looking to get rid of it. Double teamed, in trouble, and we're going to get a held ball and the jump ball. It'll stay with Avon Lake. Nice job there defensively, Lily Krall. She's come off the bench, Jared. Made that play defensively. She hit a 3-ball earlier this quarter. She's only averaging a 1.9 a game. She's already at 3.
Yeah, almost forced the turnover there. They went after Ritt again, and she's a quality player, just getting harassed.
On the inbound, there's a steal. Delicio with it, a turnover for Avon Lake. 3.5 minutes to play in the first half. We're tied at 19. And Emma Schaefer brings it into the forecourt, guarded by Ritt. Schaefer to Simon on the perimeter. Delicio with it. Delicio over to Simon. Simon, baseline left, put it up, back of the rim, no good. Rebound, Aaron Dean. Dean with it. She'll get it to Evelyn Ritt. Ritt with the basketball. Ritt on the 3-point line. And we'll get it ahead, laying it up, and in is going to be Olivia Miller. She's got 13, and the Shoregals lead by 2, 21-19. This has been a dandy. 2:45 to go in the half. Can't speak for you, Jared, but I've been looking forward to this game for about a month now, and it hasn't disappointed. I'm sure you have too. Simon puts the shot up, no good. We're going to get a whistle and a pushing foul, I believe, on Olmsted Falls.
Yeah, that was going to go against the Bulldogs. Avon Lake's going to get the ball back here, and you're right. Been looking forward to this one. We were looking forward to our game that would have featured Avon Lake against Berea Mid-Park last week as well. Just didn't have an opportunity to bring that one to you. We'll get you the rematch, but could be a little bit of a different landscape by the time we get to that one next week.
21-19, Avon Lake, 2:38 to go in the half. Olivia Miller will get it back to Rachel Besaw. Besaw off the bench on the drive. Besaw can't get to the basket, so she'll kick it back outside to Evelyn Ritt. Ritt picks up her dribble. She's in trouble. Simon, it looked like coach was saying, hey, she knocked her down, but no call. As Paul Apple is in the ear of John Schuler. Layup is good and a foul, and that's not going to make him any happier. Schaefer with the basket.
And when Falls has needed a bucket or a stop or something to change the momentum ever so slightly, Schaefer's been there.
Mariella DeTulio with the foul, her first. Tied at 21, 2:17 to go in the half. Schaefer's free throw is good. Sub coming in, back into the game is going to be Kaylee Schaefer, 5'11" freshman, younger sister of Emma Schaefer. Played earlier in the game, but it has not scored yet. 2:17 to go in the half, 22-21 Olmsted Falls. A very close game. Biggest lead for either team has been 4. Miller in the backcourt. Gets the basketball ahead to Besaw, and Besaw threw it away. Besaw and DeTulio, they're just not on the same page. And those are the unforced errors in the forecourt, Jared, that I think if you're Paul Apple, those are the ones you can't have.
Well, not against this ball club either. That'd be the thing. And sometimes you might get away with that on another evening, not tonight.
Agreed. Bree Droke gets the basketball to Avery DeLisio. DeLisio hands it off to Emma Schaefer. Under 2 minutes to play in the first half. Falls with the ball in a 1-point lead. DeLisio will get it up, and now they fight for it. Emma Schaefer comes out of there with it. Schaefer will go right side to Grace Largent. Largent has Molly Milligan on her. Back to Avery DeLisio. Avery back up top for Emma Schaefer. A minute and a half to go in the first half, 22-21. DeLisio has the basketball. DeLisio on the three-point line. Back to Emma Schaefer. Schaefer with a minute 10 to go in the half. 22-21, Olmsted Falls. I don't know if this is by design, Jared, or just good defense and slowing it down.
I think it's good defense. I don't think it's patience out of Jordan Eaton. He's content to let this go, knowing that he's got the lead right now, and he's going to get a good opportunity worked over for his offense at some point. They can share really well. They've got a lot of length to make these passes.
50 seconds to go in the half. Schaefer on the drive, put it up, yes, and a foul. Schaefer with the basket. She'll try to make it a three-point play at the line. What a half she's had. She's got 13 of her team's 24.
Whenever they've needed a play, she's made it. And the first half has been any indication as to what she's capable of. It's just a very special player out there and a good effort so far.
Let me correct myself. She's already got 15. Line left, put it up. She got it. She has made 7 free throws. 25-21 Falls. 42 seconds to go in the half. That one gets knocked out of bounds. Good defense, Kaylee Schaefer. Olmsted Falls has only committed 3 fouls, so they still have 1 to give before they would get in the bonus.
I think Paul Apple's aware of that. He's going to have that conversation right now in a 30-second timeout as they're going to figure this out. Last time Paul Apple did this, it paid off in a 3-point opportunity for Miller. She was able to go in there, get the bucket, and draw the foul. I don't know if that'll work out the same.
And I don't know if he wanted to or if he was worried about a 5-second call there. It might have been a little bit of both.
Well, with 40 seconds left, man, maybe he's thinking that there's something that they need to discuss to reset. Don't know. Again.
You don't want to lose the momentum that you've gained all half, like in the last minute. And it almost felt like they're on the verge of that.
And the crowd gets behind you on those buckets by Schaefer in the end one, and she's converted so many of those here this evening that's also something you want to be aware of, I think. And the officials getting together and talking about what's going on too. You like to see that.
Yep.
They've been
they're into it.
efforting so far tonight.
That's a good way to phrase it. Riley Corey to inbound. 25-21 Olmsted Falls. Corey throws it in the backcourt to Olivia Miller. Miller guarded by Avery DeLisio. 25-21 Bulldogs. 35 seconds to play until half. Miller gets it right back outside to Evelyn Ritt. Ritt with the dribble. Ritt back outside. Molly Milligan thought about a 3. Now throws it in the corner to Frankie Persia. Persia to Riley Corey. 20 seconds to play in the half. Riley Corey back to Evelyn Ritt. She's on the baseline. Left it for Milligan. Well done. Just missed the shot. Rebound, Emma Schaefer. They got a good shot, just couldn't hit it. Sometimes that happens. Schaefer goes baseline and putting it up. No foul called, and Jordan Eaton upset now. That one's saved, and picking it up and putting it up at the buzzer, missing the shot, is going to be Kaylee Schaefer, and the first half has come to an end. Our score at halftime, it's Olmsted Falls 25, Avon Lake 21. We're back with the halftime show. Again, you're watching on the Chronicle Telegram YouTube page and WEOL.com.
At Nick Abraham Elyria Ford, we make it that easy. This month, get 0% on all 2025 Ford F-150s, including Lightning, regular cabs, super cabs, and Super Duties, plus all Explorers and Escapes. Stop in or shop us at buyabraham.com.
Lorraine Medina Rural Electric offers a quick and easy way to pay bills online, monitor your daily electric use, and receive updates from your cooperative through SmartHub. Members can sign up for this service at www.lmre.org or contact the LMRE office at 440-647-2133 for more information.
Lorain County Community College is where you'll lock in your future success. We've helped thousands of people just like you match skills and experience with a career. We can help you train for a career that is in demand right now. You can even work in your field while taking classes. LCCC will get you prepared, get you credentialed, and get you working. Lorain County Community College. Your goals, your career, your future. Enroll today.
Hi, Tim Elkhorn, radio voice of the Cavs. For several years, you've heard me talk about EcoTree services on WEOL. Recently, I needed trees removed, so of course, I contacted EcoTree. They did an incredible job. The folks at EcoTree were timely, efficient, and the work was flawless. Take it from me, when your trees need attention or even require removal, contact EcoTree Services. Like me, you'll love their work. Find EcoTree Services online at ecotreeservices.com.
At Nick Abraham Buick GMC, we offer the greatest customer experience around, plus upfront, no haggle pricing and great deals. Right now, lease the 2025 GMC Sierra for just $339 a month. Stop in or shop us at buyabraham.com.
At halftime, Olmsted Falls leads 25-21 in a battle for first place. Falls led after one, 11-10. They outscored Avon Lake 14-11 to go up 25-21 individually for the Shoregals. Frankie Persia with 2, Olivia Miller leads them with 13, Evelyn Ritt with 2, Molly Milligan with 2, 19 from the starting 5. Riley Corey started, didn't score. Off the bench, it is Aaron Dean with 2. 2 from the bench, 19 for the starters, give them a total of 21. Also seeing action was Mariella Delicio, Rachel Besaw as well. For Olmsted Falls, it is Jessie Simon with 2 points. She's averaging 15 a game. Emma Schaefer has 16. Grace Largent with 4. 22 points from the starters. Avery Delicio, Reese Tamura started, didn't score. Off the bench, Lily Crawl with 3. 3 off the bench, 22 for the starters, gives them a total of 25. Several players came off the bench and did not score. We're going to take a quick timeout. When we come back, Olmsted Falls boys basketball coach Chris Delicio will talk with Chris right after this.
At Nick Abraham Elyria Ford, we make it that easy. This month, get 0% on all 2025 Ford F-150s, including Lightning, regular cabs, super cabs, and Super Duties, plus all Explorers and Escapes. Stop in or shop us at buyabraham.com.
Lorraine Medina Rural Electric offers a quick and easy way to pay bills online, monitor your daily electric use, and receive updates from your cooperative through SmartHub. Members can sign up for this service at www.lmre.org or contact the LMRE office at 440-647-2133 for more information.
Hi, Tim Elkhorn, Cavs radio voice. Recently, we had some trees removed. So again, singing the praises of EcoTree Services. In a few hours, EcoTree had removed the unsightly trees, cleaned the debris, and opened the area for a new fence. I can't say enough good things about the people at EcoTree. I've used them several times, always thrilled with their work. If you have trees that require pruning or need to be removed, contact EcoTree, a local business that deserves your business. They've earned mine. Go to ecotreeservices.com.
Ron Politsky joined now by Olmsted Falls Bulldogs boys basketball coach Chris Delicio, and he just happens to be Avery Delicio's father, the starting point guard for the Bulldogs. And coach, 25-21 Bulldogs, been a heck of a first half.
Yeah, it sure has been physical, back and forth, both teams making runs. Exactly what you'd expect, good basketball game.
What's Coach Eaton telling his girls?
I think he's unhappy with some of those defensive possessions. They gave up some layups there and, some good looks to Olivia Miller, who's obviously a good player and has got to be the focus for us. So, obviously as a coach, you never want the best player to beat you. And, she's really hurting us right now.
Emma Schaefer isn't bad.
Yeah, she is pretty darn good. So Emma's having a great first half as well, which is great for us.
She has 16 of your team's 22 points. Seems like you get a lot of contributions. You know, the girls that come off the bench don't score a ton of points, but, you know, there didn't seem to be a huge drop-off, especially defensively with your intensity.
Yeah, you know, I think that's the key for our girls is, you know, all our girls play D, and then on the offensive end, you know, it just depends on whose night it is. You know, I think we have a lot of girls who can step up in any given night, and, you know, it happens to be on this night so far.
Getting back to your team, I know it was tough last night, losing an OT to Avon Lake, but it seems like everybody's been saying at some point the Avon Lake boys we're gonna get somebody at some point. Unfortunately for you, it happened to be your team last night.
Yeah, we were one of those teams that believed that we knew that they were playing well and they were going to get somebody, and you know, they credit to them. They put the pieces together last night, and we obviously did not. And, you know, they got us.
So you and Elyria, I believe, are a game behind Berea Mid-Park. You get a chance to go up against your rivals and a chance or a shot at a tie for first place Friday night. You can't ask for much more than that. And what an atmosphere it should be here with the girls-boys doubleheader.
Yes, should be a great night. You know, it's senior night for our girls as well, so, you know, a lot of good things for them as well. And you know, should be a packed house, and, you know, this is what you want late in the season. You just want to be able to play for stuff.
And how do you handle that as a dad and a coach? You know, your daughter's going to be playing here where normally it would be the JV boys team. I know you love watching her play, and you probably do every chance you get. But how do you balance that with getting your team ready and coaching on Friday?
Yeah, you know, I think you got to be able to turn it off and turn it on as far as, you know, it's dad time right now, and then, you know, be able to switch into coach mode. And, you know, obviously we need to do the prep before we walk into that gym on Friday night, so hopefully our guys get themselves ready over the next, you know, couple days here.
What's it going to take for your team to get a win on Friday?
Yeah, I mean, Berea is just ultra talented. They just run so many guys at you, and they, you know, they play really hard on the defensive end. So, you know, obviously it was a really great game against us, you know, against them the first time. So we're going to have to make sure we play tough and physical. We take care of the basketball, and, you know, we got to find a way to defend all those guys.
And getting back to this one tonight, give us a key or two for the Bulldogs in the second half if your team's going to get a win in this one over Avon Lake.
Yeah, let's finish some of those defensive possessions here, and, you know, just, you know, I would assume Avon Lake would make some adjustments to stop Emma from getting to the rim. So, you know, I think some of our other girls are going to have to step up.
One thing I've learned when you watch these two teams, and I've seen them all the last several years here, nothing comes easy.
Yeah, always a very physical, seems like low-scoring ball game.
Yeah.
And, you know, tonight's no different.
And is that also just because the teams know each other so well?
Yeah, and I think both programs really take pride in the defensive end. You know, they're just not going to give up anything easy.
Is that harder to do today than when you first started coaching, getting your team to buy in defensively into that, you know, defense all the time or team concept?
Yeah, I think there's certainly more of an, you know, kind of influence on offense across the game and skill work and things like that. So, yeah, I would say so. The kids probably think like, you know, you can just kind of get by with some skill and being able to shoot the three and do those things, but, you know, you got to play D every night.
Well, we'll let you get back to your seat and check out the second half. Good luck to your daughter and the Bulldogs.
Thanks, I appreciate you guys.
It's our pleasure. That's Chris DeLisio, the head coach of the Olmsted Falls boys basketball team. His team Friday night will take on Berea Mid-Park, and, you know, I thought it was just unique. Not only is he the head coach, but more importantly tonight, he's the father of the point guard out there.
Well, he's done that a couple of times, you know, in terms of kids that have gone through the program. He's coached his son as well in terms of how that's worked. So when you think about how long he's been at the helm here following Pat Donahue, just kind of one of the feelings you get when you come to this Falls Gymnasium is just, you know, the games that have been played here and just those much as I dislike them, it's like the Pittsburgh Steelers. They just don't have a whole lot of turnover in terms of that program, and maybe that's why you stay good, the way you stay consistent, and it's a culture of winning.
Look at it like the L.A. Dodgers back with Walter Alston and Tommy Lasorda. There was two guys that had it for about 40 years. But,
right.
You know, you bring up Coach Donahue, and for years and years and years, I don't know how you feel about it now, but I'll just say it. You know, I always thought that he had such a big shadow, and it was really hard for Chris. But now I think it's Chris DeLisio's program. And Coach Donahue was a coach who used to be here. But, you know, probably in his first 5 years, maybe even a little bit more, I kind of still thought of it as Pat Donahue.
Well, I think so too, and I think that I'm not going to say it was tough to shake because that was this job had been something that was clearly on the mind of Chris for a long time. He was groomed for it, and they wouldn't have it any other way in terms of who was going to take over that job. But there were some things out of the gate that, like you said, it wasn't the same maybe as it looked right away. But he got his feet underneath him pretty quickly. When you think about it now, there's not a kid in this program coming up that ever knew anything about how that went unless they heard it from a parent.
Because of that interview, we didn't get in your numbers or scores like we normally would. I would just say just throw them in any way you want.
A couple of quick hitters. Avon Lake, the numbers that are going to stick out for you, 8 of 13 from the field in the first half of play, doing pretty well. Maybe needed to be a little more active. 8 rebounds, 8 turnovers. That was the big number we talked about, and that was a difference. For Falls, just 7 of 24 from the field, 9 rebounds, but only 3 turnovers. Neither team missed a free throw. Avon Lake 3 of 3,
Wow.
Falls 9 of 9.
Wow, that is impressive, Jared, in a game that was of this much on the line. Schaefer with the basketball, gets a screen from Simon. Schaefer hands it off now. With it is Tamura. She'll drive in. Her left-hand layup no good. And on the rebound, we're going to get a foul on Avon Lake on the floor. I believe it's going to be on Riley Corey. It is. That'll be her third. She's the first player for either team with 3 fouls. That's the first foul this quarter on the Shoregals. The inbound to Simon. So it's Simon, Schaefer, Delisio, Tamura, and Largent. Original starting 5 for the Olmsted Falls Bulldogs. Tamura for 3. That's no good. Rebound falls into the hands of Avon Lake. The Shoregals have it. They're going to go with Miller, Ritt, Corey, Persia, and Milligan. Each team with their original starting 5 on the floor to begin the second half. Ball gets tipped out of bounds. It's going to go to Olmsted Falls. So there's a turnover for Avon Lake. I believe you said 8 in the first half, so that would be their 9th.
Yep, and that's really tough to do that, when you're, having the turnovers, a quick foul to start this quarter, and trying to mount that comeback. Though they're only down 4, it could be tough.
Delisio for 3. That's off the rim, no good. And the rebound ripped out of there by Riley Corey. She's got to be a little bit careful. She's got 3. A minute into the third quarter. Olivia Miller with the basketball. Miller up by 4. Corey for 3. That's off the rim, no good. Molly Milligan, offensive rebound, hooks it back up and scores. And Molly Milligan now with 4. She averages 12.8 a game and only had 2 in the first half. Jessie Simon averages 15.2 a game. For Falls, she only had 2 points in the first half. So a couple of big contributors so far haven't done as much for either team. 25-23. Bulldogs lead is 2. We've played 90 seconds of the third. Emma Schaefer with the basketball. Schaefer gets around the defense, put it up, no, but she's fouled. And let's see who this is on. And it's on Corey. That's her 4th, Jared. They didn't get her out of there when she got her 3rd. Now she's got 4.
That's a tough spot to be in. Dean's going to come back in. And, she picked up the first 2 really quick. That 3rd one to open up play here. And so, inside 2 minutes, 2 fouls.
Schaefer's free throw no good. First missed free throw of the game for either team. And Aaron Dean comes in for Riley Corey, and one would think that the sophomore guard is going to be out for a while.
SWC score, Amherst leads Elyria 8-7 at the end of 1. Halftime score, boys game. Columbia up on Vermilion 30-24. That one was one we had rescheduled from last week that didn't get played.
Schaefer makes 1 out of 2, give her 17, 26-23. Falls by 3. On the drive, Persia falls down, no call. And coming the other way, it is going to be Jessie Simon to Delisio. Open 3, air ball short. Saved from going out of bounds, but she saved it to Olivia Miller for Avon Lake. Miller, right side to Dean. She'll go inside to Milligan. Milligan, tough angle, put it up off the rim twice. Rebound Largent. Largent gets it ahead to Emma Schaefer. To Jessie Simon. Simon to Rachel Tamura. Tamura leaves it for Delisio. Delisio, tough shot, missed it. And Persia got the rebound. Persia, both coaches barking at the officials.
I think Avon Lake might have got away with a grab there.
Maybe. I think maybe that last one on Corey was a little iffy.
Could
so
be.
Who knows? Dean with it, and we're going to get a whistle, and it is going to be Paul Apple taking his 3rd timeout. This is a 30-second timeout. Apple has 2 remaining. Olmsted Falls has 4. This is a full timeout.
I don't think Paul Apple has a 30.
They're out of them, so we'll take a timeout as well. Falls leads by 3.
Lorain County Community College is where you'll lock in your future success. We've helped thousands of people just like you match skills and experience with a career. We can help you train for a career that is in demand right now. You can even work in your field while taking classes. LCCC will get you prepared, get you credentialed, and get you working. Lorain County Community College. Your goals, your career, your future. Enroll today.
At Nick Abraham Buick GMC, we offer the greatest customer experience around, plus upfront, no haggle pricing and great deals. Right now, lease the 2025 GMC Sierra for just $339 a month. Stop in or shop us at buyabraham.com.
5:26 remaining in the third quarter. Olmsted Falls 26, Avon Lake 23. Just 2 timeouts remaining for Avon Lake, 4 for Olmsted Falls, if my numbers are correct. 2 team fouls on Avon Lake this half, or this quarter, I should say. None on the home team.
But there another instance where I think it was important for Paul Apple to say, we're going to take a timeout, see if we can get our bearings straight and make the most out of this possession. Again, just trailing 3, but it feels like you're on the tip of what could be an avalanche of problems.
They get it inside to Milligan, and she missed. Well, that would have been big there if she could have cut it to 1. Good play, just couldn't finish. Schaefer into the forecourt. Schaefer with a basketball at the edge of that Bulldog logo. Gets it to Tamura. Tamura on the left wing. Tamura back outside to Jesse Simon. Simon, step back 3, left side, no good. Rebound, Molly Milligan. Milligan with a basketball. Milligan will hand it off to Evelyn Ritt. Ritt has it. Ritt, guarded by Schaefer, gets it to Olivia Miller. Top of the key, 3, got it! Olivia Miller with her 3rd from downtown, and we're tied at 26. She's got 16.
We talked about whenever Falls needed a big play in that first half, it seemed like Schaefer would be the person that would help them out. Miller's the same way for Avon Lake.
And there's an unforced error. Falls throws it away. It'll be Avon Lake basketball.
And in a low-scoring game at 26 apiece, when you've got 2 players that are that high into double figures, they just maybe need some help, and it's going to take one team that gets that other help to come over there and be effective. That could be the difference.
Ritt got it to Miller. She gets bumped, put it up, in, and a foul. Olivia Miller, 5 in the quarter, 18 in the game. She'll look for 19 at the line. Foul on Reese Tamura. For Reese, her first, team's first. And Olivia Miller, with a made free throw, would give Avon Lake their first lead this half. We're going to get a sub for Olmsted Falls, checking back into the basketball game. Kaylee Schaefer, she played in the first half, didn't score.
Well, the good bucket put them up 28-26.
Oh, thank you. And the free throw makes it a 3-point play. 7 in the quarter for Schaefer, 20 in the game. 29-26, or 19 in the game. 29-26. Emma Schaefer with the basketball. Her team down by 3. She'll get it back to Avery Delisio. A 3 to tie on the way, in and out. Rebound Milligan. That was halfway down. Got it to Evelyn Ritt. Here come the Shoregals with a 3-point lead. Ritt around Schaefer, put it up, and it went in. Evelyn Ritt has 4. Avon Lake with their biggest lead of the night at 5. As we're just over halfway through the third, and Jordan Eaton takes a timeout. Let's see if this is a 30 or a 60. As coach will go with a full timeout. We'll take one as well. 3:52 remaining. Avon Lake by 5. You're watching on the Chronicle Telegram YouTube page and WEOL.com.
At Nick Abraham Elyria Ford, we make it that easy. This month, get 0% on all 2025 Ford F-150s, including Lightning, regular cabs, super cabs, and Super Duties, plus all Explorers and Escapes. Stop in or shop us at buyabraham.com.
Hi, Tim Elkhorn, Cavs radio voice. Recently, we had some trees removed. So again, singing the praises of EcoTree Services. In a few hours, EcoTree had removed the unsightly trees, cleaned the debris, and opened the area for a new fence. I can't say enough good things about the people at EcoTree. I've used them several times, always thrilled with their work. If you have trees that require pruning or need to be removed, contact EcoTree, a local business that deserves your business. They've earned mine. Go to ecotreeservices.com.
31-26. Avon Lake by 5, 3:52 to go in the third. Jared Olmsted Falls Division 2, Avon Lake Division 3. When they went to 7 divisions, They have made it that these teams cannot play in the postseason. I think that's even put bigger emphasis on the regular season. They know this is it. They won't see each other again.
And I think both groups would take that right now.
I agree. And there's a spin and a shot by Schaefer. She scores. And the reason being, they both got to Dayton last year being in different divisions. More than likely, they're in the same division. As close as they are in proximity, they both can't make it to state. Olivia Miller gets it on the right wing to Ritt. Ritt back outside. A 3-ball goes up. Frankie Persia missed it, but an offensive rebound. Gets it right back to Evelyn Ritt. Ritt finds Dean. Aaron Dean with the basketball. Dean with a bounce pass that somehow got to Olivia Miller. Boy, I thought Olmsted Falls was going to get a steal there. 31-28, Shoregals, 3:15 to go in the third. Well-played game by both teams. Olivia Miller with the basketball. Bounce pass to Milligan inside. No, but she's fouled. Foul will go on Kaylee Schaefer. Actually, probably a good foul by Schaefer, Jared, because that would have been an easy layup for Molly Milligan.
Certainly, and you're right. It was a good foul in the situation. Again, a little bit more than halfway through this third period. Neither team in team foul trouble right now at 2 apiece, but they've had something. They found something in that Falls defense that Milligan's been able to get position, and really, like we talked about it, good play just didn't go a couple possessions ago, and I think that that's going to be a difference maker here. If they can keep exploiting that, it's going to fall eventually for Molly Milligan.
Besaw comes in for Persia, and Milligan makes 1 out of 2, 75% on the year at the stripe. She's got 5. And they're certainly getting the ball to Molly Milligan a lot more in the third quarter than they did in the first half. And into the forecourt. They get the basketball to Delisio. Delisio at the foul line. Back out to Emma Schaefer. Schaefer spinning. Goes on the corner. Schaefer put it up. Missed it. Rebound Molly Milligan. 2:45 to go in the third. 32-28. Shoregals up by 4. They trailed by 4 at halftime. They've outscored Olmsted Falls 11-3 in the third quarter so far. Besaw, couple of dribbles. Besaw back outside to Molly Milligan. Cross court to Ritt. Ritt gets it to Olivia Miller. Miller over to Milligan. Baseline right, stops, put it up, front rim no. Rebound tipped out to Ritt. Ritt, instead of shooting, goes to Miller. 1 extra pass. Besaw then threw it away. Olmsted Falls will bring it into the forecourt. Emma Schaefer with it. Schaefer back outside. Now they're going to kick it over on the left wing. Jessie Simon, who's been quiet to this point. Her shot blocked by Olivia Miller, and we're going to get a couple of free throws and a foul on Olivia.
That's going to be her second.
Yes.
Team third, and maybe this gets Simon going there.
Yes, she has made 2 free throws tonight, Jared. It was back in the first quarter. That's it. She averages 15.2 a game. And she's 74% on the year from the stripe. First one, in and out. Subs coming in. Reese Tamura back into the game, as is Lily Crawl for Olmsted Falls. Delisio and Schaefer, Kaylee Schaefer, come out. Simon made 1 out of 2. Give her 3 on the night. And it's a 3-point lead for Avon Lake. 32-29. Besaw back outside. Ritt. Bounce pass in the corner. And they're going to get it back outside on the baseline. It is going to be an over and back. No, they throw it out of bounds. Besaw couldn't save it from going out of bounds.
I think Olivia Miller was over here near us on the baseline by the front of her own bench. Kind of had her hand up saying, I'm over here and nobody's coming over to guard me. That's going to be one that I think in film they regret.
1:38 to go in the third quarter. On the inbound, Emma Schaefer has it. Schaefer with 90 seconds to play in the third quarter and a 3-point lead. Gets it to Tamura. Tamura inside, double teamed. Goes on the left wing with the basketball, Largent. Largent at the foul line. Largent double teamed, and we're going to get a holding foul, I think, on Frankie Persia. It is.
Fouls on Avon Lake's number 13, Frankie Persia, her first.
So Persia's first, team's 4th. And next foul on Avon Lake, if they get one this quarter, would put Falls at the line for 2. Still a minute 20 to go in this third. Simon with it. Simon going right to the basket. Molly Milligan ties her up, and they're going to get a holding foul on Milligan. And that doesn't have the fans happy.
You know, and I think that Milligan can't believe that either. She's not any sort of foul trouble, but again, that's going to put Falls at the line. Her first foul of the contest, and she's got to look at disbelief that she held on to that ball the same way.
Jared, I've been watching high school basketball for about 50 years. What I know is when you reach in, whether it's a foul or not, you're probably getting called for a foul. It's just the way it looks. And on reach-ins, it's going to be a foul.
You're going to take the control out of your hand, basically. That's going to be up to the eyes of the official.
And the second free throw is good.
And they're not perfect, and they've called it, it's been a tough game.
And it might have been a foul. I'm just saying that I know if you do that, more than likely you're going to get called. Ritt with the basketball at the foul line. Goes back out to Olivia Miller. Miller on the drive. Miller put it up, no, but a foul, and she'll shoot two. With 1:04 to go in the third, a 1-point game. And the foul this time is on Grace Largent. That's her second. Team's third.
I also think Molly Milligan's thinking to herself at this point, halfway through her junior year, she's played enough ball to know what that is.
Yeah, right. Free throw up and in, Olivia Miller.
In big situations.
Miller with 8 1/4. I'm sorry, 7 1/4, 20 in the game. Milligan comes out. Mariella DeTulio comes in. 33-31 Shoregals, 1:04 to go in the third. In and out, second free throw. Simon with a rebound. And Olmsted Falls can tie with a 2 or regain the lead with a long one. And it's Emma Schaefer, guarded by Evelyn Ritt. On the right wing, Tamura. Tamura picks up her dribble, gets rid of it to Avery Delicio. Delicio guarded by Persia. Back outside, Emma Schaefer. We're down to 40 seconds to go in the third. Schaefer on the drive. Tough shot, missed it. Good defense. Rebound, Dean. Dean, before falling out of bounds, gets the basketball to Evelyn Ritt. Ritt will be guarded by Schaefer. Dean set a screen. Ritt picks up her dribble. Over to Persia, guarded by Tamura. 25 seconds to go in the third. It got knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Shoregals. Molly Milligan wants to come in offensively here. 25 seconds to go in the third. 33-31. The intensity has been from the opening whistle. It has not waned either way. It has been intense on every possession. Milligan with it. Milligan pushing off. Did she get called? She did. She pushed off and got called for it. Offensive foul, Molly Milligan.
That's a player control foul. They're not going to shoot free throws on that, but I think that establishes the precedent. You're not going to be able to lower that shoulder. And what seemed like a really good personnel move, getting some offense in there. Yeah, boy, you know, it's just your second foul, but just you didn't want to see it happen in that situation if you were Avon Lake. Falls now with a chance to tie or take the lead going into the break.
Besaw comes back in. Dean comes back in. 2-point Avon Lake lead. 15 seconds to go in the third. Schaefer with a basketball. Schaefer still dribbling. Schaefer put it up and scores. Emma Schaefer. 5 1/4, 21 in the game. 5 seconds, tied at 33. Besaw put it up, no foul call. Grace Largent denied her, and we are tied at 33 after 3. Don't go anywhere. We've got a heck of a final 8 minutes, and who knows, maybe more after that. We're tied at 33 after 3 on the Chronicle Telegram YouTube page and WEOL.com.
At Nick Abraham Elyria Ford, we make it that easy. This month, get 0% on all 2025 Ford F-150s, including Lightning, regular cabs, super cabs, and Super Duties, plus all Explorers and Escapes. Stop in or shop us at buyabraham.com.
Lorraine Medina Rural Electric offers a quick and easy way to pay bills online, monitor your daily electric use, and receive updates from your cooperative through SmartHub. Members can sign up for this service at www.lmre.org or contact the LMRE office at 440-647-2133 for more information.
Lorain County Community College is where you'll lock in your future success. LCCC will get you prepared, get you credentialed, and get you working. Lorain County Community College. Your goals, your career, your future. Enroll today.
We are tied at 33 heading into the fourth quarter. What a ball game. Has not disappointed. Jared, years ago, there was a country song. I don't remember who sang it. Doesn't matter. Not my point. It's called The Good Stuff. And talks about going into the establishment and the guy pours him some milk and this is the good stuff and all. Well, to me, this is the good stuff. As high school girls basketball played at its finest, to me, this is the good stuff.
I am not familiar with that tune, thankfully, but I can agree with you that this is a quality basketball game that we thought it would be.
Miller gets it to Dean. Dean for three. Off the rim, no good. Rebound at Delisio for Olmsted Falls. Delisio, Schaefer, Largent, Tamura, and Simon on the floor for Olmsted Falls to begin the fourth quarter. With the basketball, they're going to get it on the high post to Largent. Kicks it over. Tamura for three. Got it. Oh, that's that big. Reese Tamura, her first points of the night. She averages 1.7 a game, and the junior in a tie game just hit a three. Miller, Ritt, Persia, Dean, and Milligan are on the floor to begin the fourth quarter for Avon Lake. Miller with the basketball. She's guarded by Schaefer now. She'll get it to Ritt. Ritt lost it in the lane, stolen away by Simon. Simon across the midcourt line. She's going to kick it to Tamura. Tamura back out to Emma Schaefer. To Tamura. Is she feeling it? She's going to bounce it inside to Largent. Largent, nice up and under. No call on Milligan. And the rebound, Olivia Miller. Now both coaches upset with the officiating. But that's typical. 6:45 to go in the ball game. They're both working for an advantage. Miller gets it to Persia. Back outside to Olivia Miller. She'll jack a three. Miss it off the rim. Rebound out of bounds. I think it's going to stay with Avon Lake. It does. James Timko, John and Mike Schuler in charge of this one. Coach is yelling Emma, and I think the official thought
Schuler
maybe
thought
it sounded like timeout.
Right.
It sure sounded like it, didn't it? He turned around to look. They look to inbound. They do so. Olivia Miller makes the catch. Miller, 90 seconds into this third quarter. Her team down three. Olivia dribbling. She's guarded now by Jessie Simon. Olivia Miller's had different defenders on her. Simon comes out. Persia gets it on the left wing. Frankie looking to get rid of it. Keeps it. Now finds Milligan. Milligan put it up. Missed it. Good defense by Schaefer. Offensive rebound. Ritt over Schaefer. No good. Again, Emma Schaefer altered it. And now it's going to go out of bounds to Olmsted Falls. And I think we're getting a foul on Avon Lake. We are. And it's on Molly Milligan, her third. Jared, they had two shots from point-blank range. And Emma Schaefer altered the shots and didn't commit a foul.
And then the foul by Milligan there. She's picked up three in about the last 3 minutes of real time. And it's been kind of a situation you have to monitor now if you're Avon Lake, and some bad body language maybe out of the Shoregals, throwing their hands up and saying, what do we got to do here to get a call?
Emma Schaefer with the basketball, right elbow. Goes back to Largent. Simon was posting up. They didn't get it to her. Now they hand it off. She'll take a three and make it. Back-to-back threes to begin the fourth quarter for Olmsted Falls. And they lead by 6, 39-33. And what a start to the fourth, both offensively and defensively for the Bulldogs.
And they had made 2 field goals in that third quarter where they were kind of in a doldrum. Now to have 2 threes to start the fourth.
That puts some kind of pressure on the Shoregals offensively now. Olivia Miller. And she's going to pass cross-court. Milligan, she'll try to answer. She misses a three. And Delisio had the rebound. They fight for it. It comes to Simon from Delisio. Olmsted Falls with their biggest lead of the night. Got it to Emma Schaefer. She's going to spin in the lane and score. It's an 8-point game. Timeout. Avon Lake, full timeout. We'll step aside as well. 5:09 to go. 8-0 run for Olmsted Falls. They lead by 8. You're watching on Chronicle Telegram YouTube page and on WEOL.com.
Hi, Tim Elkhorn, radio voice of the Cavs. For several years, you've heard me talk about EcoTree services on WEOL. Recently, I needed trees removed, so of course, I contacted EcoTree. They did an incredible job. The folks at EcoTree were timely, efficient, and the work was flawless. Take it from me. When your trees need attention or even require removal, contact EcoTree Services. Like me, you'll love their work. Find EcoTree Services online at ecotreeservices.com.
At Nick Abraham Buick GMC, we offer the greatest customer experience around, plus upfront, no haggle pricing and great deals. Right now, lease the 2025 GMC Sierra for just $339 a month. Stop in or shop us at buyabraham.com.
41-33 Olmsted Falls, 5:09 to go. I have Avon Lake with 1 timeout remaining, and Olmsted Falls with 3. Jared Reese Tamura made a 3 to begin the fourth quarter. her first points of the night. Jessie Simon made a 3-point field goal, her first field goal of the game. So the first 2 3-point field goals were by young ladies that hadn't made a field goal tonight, and then they get the 2-pointer from Emma Schaefer. Thank you.
Went back to work.
Yeah. Boy, those threes, though, didn't it seem like that just took the pressure off of Olmsted Falls?
Yeah, it was a really good way for them to open up the fourth quarter, and you wonder what the message was from Jordan Eaton in between quarters. I think it was pretty clear.
Olivia Miller puts it up, missed it, she's fouled. And I think what the game plan has been, and sometimes it's easier said than done, if you're Olmsted Falls, is you don't want Olivia Miller to beat you. Let somebody else shoot the basketball. They've done everything they can to take it out of her hands. She has 20, she's at the line. Free throw is good, and she has matched the number on her jersey with points, 21. Olivia, a 5'10 senior.
And I think coming out of the break for Avon Lake out of that full timeout was get the ball in Olivia's hands. We need a bucket.
Olivia made them both. How about that? Fourth quarter free throws, 71% on the year. All that pressure, she calmly strokes 2. 4:50 to go in the game. 41-35, Bulldogs by 6, 2 possessions. Tamura, who I mentioned, made that huge 3 to begin the fourth quarter. Gets it over to Emma Schaefer, gets a screen from Simon. Schaefer and Simon play catch. Simon back outside, Avery Delicio, right back to Jessie Simon. 6-point lead, Olmsted Falls not in any big hurry. Each team has committed just 1 team foul here in the fourth. Tamura will take a 3 in and out. Oh, if that went in, that would have been a dagger. Here comes Ritt and Avon Lake. They trail by 6. 4:15 remaining. Clock will become a factor shortly. They get it to Miller. Miller pass to Milligan. Milligan lost it on the way up. Couple of Bulldogs have it, and we're going to get a whistle and what? A jump ball. Boy, with 2 Bulldogs with it, I'm sure Paul Apple said that's got to be traveling. But the jump ball will give it to Olmsted Falls, and they are going to inbound. Sub. Or no, they're asking at the scorer's table what the call was. It's a jump ball, so it was Olmsted Falls basketball. So now they're ready. And next jump ball, if we have one, will go to Avon Lake. Jessie Simon has it into the forecourt. Under 4 minutes to play, 6-point lead. And Paul Apple says you got to come out and play defense right now. Riley Corey back into the game with 4 fouls. In the corner, Simon takes a 3. That one's no good, long. Rebound, Molly Milligan looking for a guard. Finds Frankie Persia, hands it right back to Evelyn Ritt. Olmsted Falls drops back, plays a man-to-man from half court. Miller guarded by Simon. 3.5 to go. Miller pass from Milligan. She couldn't come up with it. It goes out of bounds. It'll go to Olmsted Falls. I think Milligan probably thought Miller would shoot. Seemed like a close pass instead of shooting.
Yeah, I think that was exactly the scenario that played itself out. Milligan got the ball back, and I think she thought she was going to fire it to a teammate. Mike Schiller says there's a warning on the bench. No damage done as of yet.
No, I don't know. I don't remember seeing that. But basically, Delicio to inbound.
I think that might be. I'm not going to listen.
I don't want to tee you, but I'm going to tee you next time. Simon puts it up, hits the side of the backboard. It's safe from going out of bounds by the Shoregals. And Ritt will bring it across the timeline. Evelyn Ritt with a basketball. Ritt into the lane, had an open shot, but didn't take it. And now she has it with a bounce pass. It gets loose on the floor, and it comes out to Olivia Miller. At some point, Avon Lake's just got to start shooting the basketball instead of all these extra passes and turning it over. Miller does just that. Missed it in and out. It was halfway down. And Avon Lake has scored 2 points in the fourth quarter.
They've opened at the line.
Yes. And with the basketball is Emma Schaefer. Schaefer back outside to Jessie Simon. Each team only has 1 team foul. I wonder if Olmsted Falls will milk it and make them foul them. Emma Schaefer with it, 2:25 to go. I'm not saying stall it, but you just wonder if they're going to make them come out and really play defense. There's a foul on Evelyn Ritt. That's her 3rd.
And clearly they like Corey meaning Avon Lake, out there as a defender, but the next one on her is going to be the end of the game.
Corey has 4. Ritt has 3. Milligan has 3. So Besaw comes in. You wonder if she might be the designated fouler if they need to get to that point. Simon with the basketball. Simon with a bounce pass for Emma Schaefer. Schaefer on the three-point line, back out to Tamura. Tamura might have made the biggest shot of this game when she hit the 3 to open the fourth quarter. Emma Schaefer with the basketball. 2:05 to play. Schaefer stops at the foul line, back out to Tamura. Another 3. That's off the rim, no good. Offensive rebound, Delisio. She missed it, and the rebound, Milligan. Oh, Avon Lake caught a break there. Under 2 minutes to play. It's a 6-point Falls lead. They get it in the corner. 3-ball, Besaw. It's short. Rebound. They fight for it. We're going to get a jump ball. I think we are. And it's going to be Avon Lake basketball. And it'll be Frankie Persia coming back in for Avon Lake. Jared with 1:46 to go. You're down 6. I wonder if Avon Lake's going to think now they have to shoot threes.
Well, they've got to start moving. I don't think you have to settle for the 3 just yet, but you can't have a 35-second possession.
Corey looking to inbound. Got to do it. And Simon anticipated it, stole it. Simon with a bounce pass to Emma Schaefer. Got it to Tamura. Simon saw that coming the entire way, sneaked back into the backcourt, and got a huge turnover. A big steal with her length. She has those long arms. To Avery Delisio, 90 seconds to play. Avon Lake's got to foul at some point if Olmsted Falls doesn't shoot. And it's Schaefer with the basketball. Schaefer gets it out to Tamura. Tamura, Corey doesn't want to foul. She has 4, and there's Olivia Miller with the foul. Olivia with her 3rd, team's 3rd. Stops the clock with 1:16 to go. And Paul Apple might need to get a designated fouler in there.
Well, I think everybody kind of is wise to the fact that Besaw is going to go out there and try to give you the push if they keep the ball away from her.
Dean just came in. She only has 1 foul.
Dean could be the other person out there. And
they inbound it to Largent. She goes back to Simon. Simon with the basketball. 1:10 to go. Miller just said, how many fouls do I have? She has 3. Simon double teamed, and we're going to get a timeout for Olmsted Falls. Falls takes a timeout. They're 3rd. This is a 30, so we'll keep it here with 1:05 to go in the basketball game. Falls has 2 timeouts remaining. They lead by 6. They have possession. If there's an alternating possession, the arrow is in favor of the Bulldogs.
This is what's known as the catbird seat at this point in a ball game, up 6, and they really took control of this one in the fourth quarter. Not to say that the writing's on the wall for Avon Lake quite yet, but they needed to come away with points in that last possession rather than the turnover that ensued. End of 3. Our buddy Picture Dave's got a good one. Dave Richard with the Chronicle Telegram. 37-36 in favor of Columbia over at Vermillion. Again, a boys game that was meant to be played a week ago. They rescheduled it, got that one back on. Good to see that happens. You just like seeing Lorain County teams play Vermillion because we don't always get that when Kurt talks about what they do. Kurt beating Habermill in the SBC, and I think he kind of understands that it's tough for some Lorain County people to get up for their other games.
Tough stretch for Columbia. They lost another close one to Oberlin last night. Inbound to Schaefer, and she is going to be fouled by Evelyn Ritt. For Ritt, that's her 4th with 1:03 to go in the game. And now Besaw comes in for Ritt.
I think your situation, Besaw and Persia maybe, I think, are not necessarily flushed with fouls.
And Dean only has 1.
Yeah, right.
Schaefer guarded by, they can't get the foul, and now a push by Persia, and that'll put Emma Schaefer at the line. I'm sure they don't want it to be Emma Schaefer, but at some point you got to foul. And it's a 75% free throw shooter at the line, and tonight she has made 8 free throws. She has 23 points, and the personal battle between Emma Schaefer and Olivia Miller. Schaefer for Olmsted Falls with 23, Miller for Avon Lake with 22. Free throw, got it. And Ritt comes back in for Persia. I'm sorry, for Besaw. 42-35. That makes it a 3-possession game. 58 seconds remaining. Second one, good. 43-35. Into the forecourt. Ritt dribbling around. Ritt trying to find somebody. Finds Olivia Miller. Miller puts it up. Got it. And we're going to get the final timeout for Avon Lake. With 47 seconds to go. It's a two-possession game at 6 points. This is a full timeout, Jared, so why don't we step aside on the Chronicle Telegram YouTube page and also WEOL.com.
At Nick Abraham Elyria Ford, we make it that easy. This month, get 0% on all 2025 Ford F-150s, including Lightning, regular cabs, super cabs, and Super Duties, plus all Explorers and Escapes. Stop in or shop us at buyabraham.com.
Lorain County Community College is where you'll lock in your future success. We've helped thousands of people just like you match skills and experience with a career. We can help you train for a career that is in demand right now. You can even work in your field while taking classes. LCCC will get you prepared, get you credentialed, and get you working. Lorain County Community College. Your goals, your career, your future. Enroll today.
47.2 seconds remaining. Olmsted Falls 43. Avon Lake 37. 10-4 Olmsted Falls in the fourth quarter. We were tied at 33 after 3. And Avon Lake either needs a steal or they're going to have to foul in a hurry. Simon inbound. Full court pressure, obviously. They get it to Largent. Right back to Jesse Simon. Simon double teamed, and we're going to get what? And Falls calls a timeout. So Falls takes the timeout, and this will be a full. Jared, do you want me to step aside again?
Yeah, we can do that. We'll take another quick timeout, and then we'll bring it back here for the exciting conclusion on WEOL.com and that Chronicle Telegram YouTube channel.
At Nick Abraham Buick GMC, we offer the greatest customer experience around, plus upfront, no haggle pricing and great deals. Right now, lease the 2025 GMC Sierra for just $339 a month. Stop in or shop us at buyabraham.com.
Hi, Tim Elkhorn, radio voice of the Cavs. For several years, you've heard me talk about EcoTree services on WEOL. Recently, I needed trees removed, so of course, I contacted EcoTree. They did an incredible job. The folks at EcoTree were timely, efficient, and the work was flawless. Take it from me, when your trees need attention or even require removal, contact EcoTree Services. Like me, you'll love their work. Find EcoTree Services online at ecotreeservices.com.
43-37, Olmsted Falls. Avery Delicio to inbound. I've got each team with one timeout remaining. That doesn't mean I'm right. Try to keep track of that.
Avon Lake has another
think Avon Lake
timeout.
might be done?
Might be finished.
Okay. They're going to inbound it to Largent. Largent, the backcourt pass intercepted by Olivia Miller. Miller will get it to Persia. Persia on the drive. Persia with a pass that got intercepted. Tamura knocked it away, and now we're going to get a foul on Persia. Story of the game, Jared, in my opinion, Avon Lake turnovers.
Certainly, that would be one of the big storylines. Again, fighting back to a 33-33 tie, but they've turned it over 9 times here in the second half, 8 times in the first half, and you thought that might be something that could come back to bite them. I don't know that it was something that was irreparable, but certainly the just, kind of going into a stall here in the fourth quarter hasn't helped.
Well, 17 turnovers for a game when you're playing on the road against a really good team. That is a big reason you have those turnovers. They cause them. But obviously, if Avon Lake could have maybe cut that number in half or somewhere around 10, might have been better served. Simon made them both. 3-possession game, 28 seconds to go. Avon Lake running out of time. Corey with the basketball. Riley Corey gets it over to Ritt. Ritt on the baseline. Ritt back outside. Persia to Miller. Still nothing easy in the corner. Ritt, she's wide open. She'll take it. Air ball long. Rebound Avery Delicio, and that's going to do it. They're still going to foul, but with 10 seconds to go, it'll be Jesse Simon shooting 2 at the other end with 8.3 to go, and the foul is going to go on Erin Dean, her second. But with an 8-point lead and 8.8 to go, the Olmsted Falls Bulldogs are going to get the win, and it's going to be a huge one for them, and it sets up their showdown Friday night with Berea Mid-Park. Simon, line left, got it. And who would have thought when they put it together that not only is Olmsted Falls, you already have the rivalry, and then you add the fact that for the boys and girls, it's for the conference championships.
Yeah,
that's huge.
They're predicting maybe some weather on Friday. I don't think there will be a road crew that doesn't get Bagley Road taken care of
Ritt with the basketball. Ritt goes over to Corey, 1 second, puts it up, and she gets it at the buzzer. And that gets her in the scorebook. But our final score, it was Olmsted Falls 47 and Avon Lake 40. We'll be back to wrap it up after this timeout. You've been watching the Chronicle Telegram YouTube page, Girls Game of the Week, also on WEOL.com.
At Nick Abraham Buick GMC, we offer the greatest customer experience around, plus upfront, no haggle pricing and great deals. Right now, lease the 2025 GMC Sierra for just $339 a month. Stop in or shop us at buyabraham.com.
Lorain County Community College is where you'll lock in your future success. LCCC will get you prepared, get you credentialed, and get you working. Lorain County Community College. Your goals, your career, your future. Enroll today.
Lorraine Medina Rural Electric offers a quick and easy way to pay bills online, monitor your daily electric use, and receive updates from your cooperative through SmartHub. Members can sign up for this service at www.lmre.org or contact the LMRE office at 440-647-2133 for more information.
Hi, Tim Elkhorn, Cavs radio voice. Recently, we had some trees removed. So again, singing the praises of EcoTree Services. In a few hours, EcoTree had removed the unsightly trees, cleaned the debris, and opened the area for a new fence. I can't say enough good things about the people at EcoTree. I've used them several times, always thrilled with their work. If you have trees that require pruning or need